Hello and welcome to another Inertial Drift tutorial video. This video will be on the Bullet. So the Bullet isn't quite the C-class powerhouse that the Ventus is. However, it still does win a few tracks, and that's because of a few very unique tricks up its sleeve that other cars don't really have. So the first is its acceleration at the top there. You can see its acceleration is nearly maxed out. Its acceleration is completely unmatched in C-Class. By far the fastest acceleration in C-Class. And on tracks where it's able to make advantage of that, either tracks that are very short, like rapids, or tracks that have a lot of forced slowdowns, such as Sunset Sea Circuit, because it has those really tight hairpin sections. You need to slow down a lot in basically any car, and so Ventus can pull away from those slowdowns quicker than other cars can. In addition, the Bullet also has, to my knowledge, the lowest deceleration when colliding with a wall in the game. And this means that if it's the right wall, and you're hitting at the right speed and the right angle, then it will actually be faster to hit the wall than it would be to go around the corner without hitting the wall. This makes the Bullet a very interesting car to drive. It's kind of unlike anything else in the game, because you're actually, rather than memorizing the track, you're kind of memorizing the walls. Because certain walls are better to hit than others. And so you're memorizing, okay, at what point do I need to hit the wall and what angle do I need to be at to preserve my speed as well as I can. Once you get into the mindset of it, I think it's a ton of fun, but it's definitely a weird learning experience and something that doesn't really show off the amount of skill required to do it, because you look like an idiot basically bumper bowling your way down the track, but there's actually a lot of tech to it. In addition, the Bullet, because of its high acceleration, is able to take the snow shortcuts, those being the shortcuts in Snow Mountain Sprint and Frozen Precipice, while still saving time. It's not able to do the dirt shortcuts in Twin Glen Run, because dirt and snow actually have different properties in the game, and the deceleration on dirt is much more than it is on snow. So the only car that's able to take the dirt shortcuts is the Gecko RX. That's about it for the Bullet, so I'm going to go give a brief gameplay overview. So the best track, I think, to showcase the Bullet would be Frozen Precipice, either forwards or reverse. It's good at both. It wins both in C-Class. And again, this is because of its ability to bonk off walls, as well as its ability to take the snow shortcuts. So let's get into that. So immediately, you're gonna notice I'm basically slamming my nose on that corner, and that is because it's fast, and also that I actually take the snow here, and it's faster to take the snow than to not take the snow, because Ventus, Bullet's cornering, I keep saying Ventus, Bullet's cornering is really bad, and because of that, even though you slow down a lot in the snow, it's actually better than if you were to slow down for the corners. So you're going to see coming up here that I'm going to brake a little bit, but I'm not actually going to be too concerned about colliding this wall, because you can see I basically lost no speed. And again, with that wall, you basically lose no speed. So these bonks are basically, yeah, they're free brakes. And again, I hit that roll at the wrong angle. If you hit that wall at the right angle, which I'll hopefully do in a future lap to show you, then you can actually just slam your way through there without braking, which is good. So let's go and do another lap and hopefully show off that bonk in addition. Again, there's not really any reason to let off the gas in the Bullet. And you also want to keep your drift angle as shallow as possible. This is true for basically any car. Steeper drift angle means more deceleration. Ideally, if you don't have to drift, then don't. You see I'm going to be letting off the drift here in order to accelerate a bit more. But I'm going to be drifting through this and holding my drift through this because at this point I need to. And unfortunately, I hit that wall there at too steep an angle. And because of that, there we go. And that's how you get through that section. And you can brake for that section if you want to, but you're going to lose time as a result, because you have to brake, whereas when I did that, I didn't have to brake. So I'm going to do one more lap, and hopefully show off some of the things I didn't quite do so well. And again, Bullet's able to take these shortcuts. You can see it decelerates to about 120. But even then, it's faster than going around and doing the normal road section. Because since its acceleration is so good, it's able to actually get it back up to its top speed quick enough that the deceleration doesn't actually matter too much. Again, I bonked off there. And that's why there's a lot of tech to it. If I had been slightly towards the left on that collision, then I wouldn't have collided with the wall. Unfortunately, I didn't get to actually show that off in any runs because I sort of missed the angle every time. It is a very difficult car to drive, and it's a deceptively difficult car to drive. But hopefully this does give a bit of insight into how to drive the Bullet. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments.